Hello, Skyliners. Welcome back to Super-Duperville, Episode 11, Super-Duper Stewtopia. I am Mike of Dragon Rider Gaming. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for coming out and spending a little time and watching a video or two on some city builds here. Today we have 4 goals ahead of us. Number 1, we're going to build up the 4th and 5th pie sections of Stewtopia. We're going to start out with the 4th at the start, and then towards the middle or end, we'll do the 5th section. Number 2, we're going to fill in the missing municipalities that we have skipped over to this point. This includes the road maintenance buildings, the fire, health, and police helicopter depots, as well as disaster protection. We have 0 disaster protection in the city right now. So if a disaster hits, it basically is going to come unwarned and devastating. Number 3, we're going to build what I'm calling a sewage process farm. So what I want to do with that is I want the sewage drains to stop dumping into the river. And so we're going to move the sewage processing onto solid land. We'll pick out a spot for that. And then finally, there's a couple traffic fixes we need to do. Traffic is plummeting back down in the south part of our city. We just had far too many people moving around, and we don't have any public transportation at this point, so that is what is a real hindrance. So to counter that, for now, we're going to put these fixes in place, and that should raise our traffic back up and get us back to a proper level. But enough of that. No farting around, let's get to it. So right off the bat, I'm going to do a bit of a speed build here and fill in pie section number 4. Be right back. All right, and just like that, we got the 4th pie section started. We got the game running. I'm going to put it on medium speed this time just to allow this to fill in. Once this one fills in, I'll fill in the next section, and then this section will be complete. If you recall, every other section here, we're not putting in the commercial buildings into the 3rd area here, so that it spreads out the commercial areas a little bit. So we'll figure out something else to do with this area. I don't have it in mind just yet, but we'll figure it out as we go along. So I think next up, I'm going to address the traffic and try and get that going right away. We're down to 64%. We're back up to 66. But it is really this intersection here, as you see how much red is going on there coming in out of the city. And everybody wants to get out of the city. And the problem is they're coming up here to join the roundabout. They got to yield and wait for everything on the roundabout to get out of the way first before they can flow out of the city. And occasionally they'll be able to do this and have kind of a flow, and then they stop this traffic until it backs up, and then they're like, oh, we got to yield again and let that traffic flow through. So while that should work for the most part, there's just enough traffic coming in here and coming on the off-ramp here from the west to come into the city to the south, that it's stopping these guys and causing a massive backup. So many people want to come out of the city. So there's 2 things I could do. I could make this an exclusive exit so that these guys exclusively come out of here and do what they're going to do. But I think. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to restrict this one and actually kick this one down. So nobody's going to be coming into the city through this area. They have to come in through the side legs, and they have to exit through the side legs. I think that's a bad idea, but we're going to try that for now and start with that and see where that takes us to start. In fact, I'm going to eliminate that one, so everybody has to branch off here. Everybody's going to funnel to the sides now, and it's just going to cause a massive backup here. But I want to see if that's going to allow us to increase the traffic on the south side here. Eventually, as you know, we're going to get rid of the starting block here, and this whole episode is kind of geared towards that. get rid of that. Get rid of the sewage areas. We might even move the water pumping station up the river here so it's up and out of the way. Yeah, so I mean, I'm going to let that run for a little bit. I'm going to see if that improves or does not improve. We'll come back around to that and address it then. We got about half these guys in. I'm going to go ahead and put this next section in real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that completes section number 4. That's awesome. That's half a goal out of the way already. What about that? We're going to leave it on the medium speed and keep going here. The other portion that I wanted to address here on this roundabout is we're about to see a massive influx of traffic that's going to start funneling out this leg as well as this leg. As you see, it's just horrifically backed up right now. But as soon as this can die down, hopefully dies down, that will allow people to get in here and start funneling out this way, which I think they're gonna then back up here on this off ramp. Because if you look at the way as everybody that's coming onto this roundabout from the west, 90% of them are turning into the city. 90% of them are coming off this ramp going right into the city. Now, this is how we designed it to be, but that causes a big backup. Whereas if we had a slip lane coming over here and just going directly in, it would allow people to get into the city much quicker, much more directly. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let this do its thing and see how far it backs up and how bad it backs up. You know what? I'm going to help these guys out here on this leg coming into the city. I'm going to make this a main road. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our priority signs here, and we're just going to shift click on this road, which is going to set up all the priority signs and yielding on the side roads and allow these guys to just go and flow into the city as quickly as possible so that it gets people going where they need to go. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that helps with some things. We'll see. In fact, I need to go back in and check this one. Yeah, see, it caused a yield. Whoops. Didn't want to get rid of that. I wanted to go back there. Cancel that. So that this one just flows and just does its thing. In fact, I'm also going to go in here and make sure I put in here that these guys just keep going. No matter what, keep on going, just keep going. And also, as I keep turning off that, I'm actually going to have these guys yield as well, so that the incoming traffic just keeps going. And I'm going to go down the line, I'm going to do that to all these as well. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I want that inbound traffic to just flow. That should be far enough. Is that helping? It's actually made it worse. Because look at the highway backing up. People trying to merge in and get off here at this exit. Because it's a single lane exit. So maybe that's not going to work. I don't know. I'm going to give it a little time to think about things. In fact, I could upgrade. If I cancel out of that, this is 2 lanes coming in here. I could very easily upgrade this road to a 4-lane or even an asymmetrical road. Why don't we do that? Because an asymmetrical road, I think, would be very functional there. Where are we looking here? It's a 2-lane with bikes. I don't know if they have an asymmetrical road down here. Asymmetrical 3-lane road, yeah. So we're going to upgrade this one. I'm going to pause it real quick. Upgrade these to asymmetrical 3-lane roads, and we want to flip that back around. Turn that off. I want to flip this around to make it this way. Perfect. And that way we have a dedicated turn lane here, or we can make it a dedicated turn lane by going into this one and control clicking. Boom. Excellent. Yeah, we need to do all of these down here, in fact, just to assist it with getting people in and going. That way people going on straight do their thing. That should be far enough. Let's see if that helps with the flow a little bit. We could, in fact, make this 2-lane as well. We will do that as well, just to help with the traffic flow here. So go to 2-lane, and we're going to upgrade this. We're going to have to turn on Anarchy to upgrade that one. And we don't want people turning around here. So we're going to go in here and say, nope, boom. What did that? Nope, that made a dedicated turn lane. We don't want that. So let's go here. Everybody go right. Yeah, everybody's got to go right. That opens up a little bit better flow. Just got to allow people to get in here and go. Okay, so it's not it's not backing up here. That's great. I'm going to give that a little bit more time to go. Let's move on to our sewage farm real quick. I'm thinking this area right here is a perfect place for a sewage farm. It'll be far enough away from the highway that it won't bother those people. It's close enough to here that I can tap into this road for right now until such time that we build up a different area later on. And I really think that that would give us the ability to do the sewage farm here and then even do water inlets here along the river. And that should work best for both of those things. So I'm going to turn that off, and we're going to go into roads, and I think just a standard 2-lane road here should be just fine. We'll kind of go straight. This looks like a good one to go off of. Yeah, we'll go out 20, make sure we're 20 away from there, and we'll go over 30. I think 30 should be more than enough. I think a 30 by 30 area is actually too big. We'll go 30 by 20. We'll come in halfway, do kind of a thing like that. How's that sound? So that's a little build block area. Let's see if that's big enough for our what are they called? I want to say colander, and that's not right. Clarifiers. So inland water treatment plant. See how many of these we can fit in here. Oh, that's good. Yep, that fits good, and that keeps it off of the water. And we can put 2 of these right next to each other in the center, I bet. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. And we'll go right across from each other. So we got 4 of those. Now these, if I stop closing my windows here. Now these inland water treatment plants have a drain capacity of 120,000, which should be equivalent to the water drain pipe. Yes, 120,000 for that. So these are essentially going to effectively replace the need for the water treatment, or for the drain pipes, right? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right off the top of this straight up to Stewtopia. I got to turn this on to see where I'm connecting. There we go. So we're going to bring in a water pipe right from there, connect it up. Now it has water. And because we have the mod that does not require power lines, power will be distributed to here because we have more than enough power from what we're using. Now, if you look at our water is skyrocketed. So we can go over here to these drain pipes, and I'm just going to turn them off for now. Just going to kill the power to them, just in case there's some need that I overlook that they should all be off, right? Yeah, they're all off. Go back into water. We're back down to where we were before. Okay, perfect. So we have some small ones around the inside. What if we put an advanced water treatment plant around the outside? We don't want it to get into the water, so we'll put it up here. We could also put one on the other side as well, but that's getting kind of close to the highway. Noise and pollution, so that would like kind of make people smell the poop on the highway. We don't want smelly poop on the highway. So I think we'll put one out here. I'm just trying to decide if that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Now, the advanced ones, they handle 160,000. So that's going to jump up as soon as we connect our pipe, that is. So we will come straight in and connect right into there. Good. And that's going to fire that up. It's going to shoot way up. Okay, it's got power now. Excellent. It's online. It's operating, and we have 640,000 cubic meters per week of poop processing. Often do you hear that? Poop processing. Okay, so right now these are operational, but nobody can get to them, so we need to connect a road here. So let's just go into roads. We will just do a very simple, we'll take this puppy straight over. There we go, 90 degrees right off there. Perfect. That looks good to me. That brings them right over into here. Kind of an odd looking strip, but who cares? That's fine. What is the problem here? It says something. What is it saying here? Oh my goodness, what did I put in there? I put in a tram line strip. Oops, that's not what I wanted to put in there. I'm sorry. Let me go back in here. I was cruising around looking for a different road. Yeah, no, I just want a regular 2-lane road. That's fine for now. I never seen that before. That was kind of cool. And we got, you know, all this is kind of dead space here. So what if we kind of turn this into an industrial park? That might be a good idea. That we can put things down like the helicopter depots. Because they don't really need, you know, they're not going to have a lot of trucks and stuff coming to them, right? So what if we just kind of did another extension off of this, came up, yeah, we could go up like to 40 units, come out 20 and down 20 and then 20, kind of make a couple squares like this or something. I don't even know if they're going to fit in here. Let's find out if they fit. So let's check out our first one under healthcare. Down, that's a cemetery, crematorium, sauna, medical helicopter depot. The medical helicopter depot sends out helicopters to pick up patients and take them to hospitals and clinics. Helicopters can reach locations with no road access and help avoid traffic jams. At the end of the shift, the helicopters return to the depot. Pretty simple. Only does 3 helicopters. Has a small noise pollution footprint, but we don't care about that. So that one can fit outside, that one can fit inside. Perfect. Let's check out the firehouse one. So we got large fire helicopter depot. This one also handles 3. It's going to cost us $55,000. A little bit bigger, but it can fit on the inside there too. That's good. Okay. And I believe the police have a helicopter depot too. Nope, that's a prison. Police helicopter depot. Okay, and that one fits on the inside. So we can put... Yeah, we'll put the police one there. And we'll put the fire one over here. Can you go on this? Oh, it is going on that side. Oh, okay, it attaches a little bit differently. Let's do the health one, because I think that kind of attaches to the inside. Can it fit there? Yeah, it can. That's good. And then we'll do the fire one over here. We want to put it right there across from them. And we'll give them their own side there so they have a little bit of space. And we can fill in with some office buildings and stuff around here to add some beauty and some functionality to it. Let's get them some water here real quick. We'll just go here and extend it out. How's that? That'll work. There we go. So now they got water. They can function properly. There they go. They got a couple taken off already. That's cool. So that's kind of a helipad area kind of a thing, right? But I wonder if... So we have the road construction ones too, and I haven't looked into this one yet. But I think it's way down here. Road maintenance. So if we look at the road maintenance depot, sorry for the super small icons. I'm having a little trouble with my resize it mod right now, and it's not locking in the sizes properly, so they keep fluctuating around and I have to mess with them. So anyway, road maintenance depot houses maintenance vehicles. They travel around the city to boost roads, allowing travel at higher than normal speeds. So if we put one of these up here, okay, so it has a road effect, so it has an area effect for the roads. So coming in here and doing that, okay, so we definitely have to put this one inside the city here somewhere. I'm immediately thinking, let's look at the coverage area real quick. Let's back up, get a nice overhead shot here so we can see that. That's like half the city, so that is really, really good. Yeah. So right now what we have is we have the firehouse and police station and high school along here, right? So we have police headquarters and fire station. Both of those guys are supplying coverage to basically half the city. So we need to put them in over here as well when we build up this area. After we build the 5th pie piece here, we can start laying in some municipals along the road here. like that and so forth. And we still have to address like grade school, high school, stuff like that. We'll come to that. But I'm thinking maybe just this very next section, we have no municipals along this road here. So why don't we put that road maintenance depot like middle of the city kind of area here? We don't want to overlap onto our walk path, our pedestrian walk path there. So we'll butt it up here. And looking at that, yeah, that covers half the city. So that's spectacular. We'll just do the same thing on the other side over here. We'll put in another one on this side once that's laid out and in place. Sweet deal. Well, that's fantastic. So if I go into roads and he's covering the roads, are they out and about on these roads doing their thing? I didn't even see one go out. But all the roads are green. So I think that means, yeah, so they have very high condition. Coverage and I gotta go in. I gotta do it this way. I gotta go to condition. Oh my goodness, they are red as a bat. Wait, they're red as they're red as hell. They're red as the sun. What's something red? They're red as a tomato. So we literally have one little section here that is in good condition. Everything's in normal condition. But these guys should start falling out of here. All three are in use. Okay, so there's only 3 that can be out. And as they go through the city, the areas should turn green. Okay, it looks like they're almost attacking it logically from the inside out. I don't know why they're kind of scattered around, whatever. I can't see any of these guys right now. I don't know where they are. Oh, there's one. Okay. So he's like flying around too, fixing roads. So he's not going to do anything to the national highways. But you see, as he drives through, he turns them green. That's fantastic. He's fixing roads. He's cleaning them up. Nice. I wish he would have just finished that section, but whatever. They got some sort of pattern. Eventually, all this will turn green. That's cool. Why? They don't need to be way over here, but whatever. Have at it, boys. Have at it. I like that. Oh my god, one got down here already. That's kind of funny. So, what did we tackle there? Hold on a sec. I got to catch up with my own thoughts and notes here. Road maintenance building in place. Fire, health, and police helicopter depots in place. Disaster protection. We got to do that. All right. We built our sewage farm. Yep. Okay. We worked on our traffic. How are we doing on our traffic? 85%! Are you kidding me? That worked? Hey, I'm as surprised as you are. My goodness gracious. So this one looks like it's doing pretty good over here. It still has some backups every now and then. Not really sure why people come up here and stop. When it has kind of a good angle, they should just come up and keep going. Unless we don't have it set up to do that. So let's check on our traffic manager. They are asked to yield. And, well, no, that's not anything. I don't think that one's in place other than these ones. Okay, so we want this one. It says pick your lane, but it does not say keep going. Yes, it does say keep going. I mean, it's set up, so this guy should just flow through. Okay, must just be a speed slowdown kind of a thing, you know, coming at the high speeds off the off-ramp and getting up here and checking before they merge. It's what a car should do. This is spectacular. These guys are 85, 86% traffic is fixed for now. I will take it. And I think it's time for pie piece number 5. I'll be right back. And there we go. Pie piece number 5 is filled in. This is already halfway moved in. It's great. Our levels are maintaining right around 50%. That's spectacular to see because that means that our tax strategy is working. And if you remember in the last episode, or maybe the one before, I can't remember which one, I dropped industrial zones to 11% from 12%, and I raised high density commercial and office space zones from 9% to 11%. We have left residential at 9%, just to keep the demand higher, and that will probably float back upwards of 75% at some point. So as soon as all these guys continue to move in. Now you see these two sections here, they have office space available, but they're not building in the areas. I have come to find that part of this is due to the way power is distributed. Because we have that mod that does not require power lines to be in the areas, these areas get to a certain point and they're like, oh, there's nobody else building in that immediate area with their power, so there's no point in doing anything in that area, right? Kind of a thing. So, but I have found if I do something like this and supply power to the more local area, boom, immediately people will start building there. And then since he's building there, this guy will build and this guy will build. If they, oh, I don't have that one laid out, but this guy will jump in now because he's on the power grid, and then that guy will jump in because he's on the power grid. And just like that, we can encourage people to move in, and then I can take out the power lines and they're all set. So theoretically, going on the same side over here, it should encourage the same kind of a thing now that power's into the area. So if you're using this mod, that's a little bit of a tip or trick that you can utilize to help encourage areas to move in. Do I have that laid out? Yes, I do. All 4 of them are laid out, so hopefully somebody will decide to move in there shortly. And I don't know about the top here, if they'll move in or not, but we'll see. Yep, there they go. Okay, so they're moving in over there. We can do the same thing over here as well, and we can just take these out later as soon as people get moved in. We can always just undo and take them right back out. So a little bit of a trick there, but hey, it works. Encourages them to get in there, move in there, and it fills in the rest of the pie piece that we're waiting on. So now we're into disaster protection. We got a bunch of our stuff done. Disaster protection. So we have our municipal park, or our, I don't know what you want to call this, utility park or something over here. I don't think that I want to put disaster protection in there as well. I'm kind of thinking putting it over here. And then we just need to attach to this road, and we kind of have 2 different little spots, because this is kind of a dead zone here as well. It's below Spaghetti Hills that we're going to build up. But after you get down in the hill area into the valley here, I'm not going to be putting houses down here as I think in my mind. I'm not going to. So there will be roads coming off here and here going up into the hills and get access in there. But really the areas in between them are going to be kind of dead space. So I'm thinking this is kind of a good area to put the disaster relief buildings. So in order to support that, I think what I'm going to do here real quick is I got to go to roads, and I got to go to this road, no, this one here, and I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna kind of draw a line over here and just kind of whatever, you know, I don't know, I feel like just doing something like that. It's just kind of a whatever road. We can also go in with the water lines and make sure they got water. And then we go into the what I call the fire department. It's also called emergency services now. And you go to the second tab here, disaster services. And our very first building is the disaster response unit. So this sends out helicopters and trucks. So I think it's important to try and locate this close to there, but not in here, because I want to keep everything inside of kind of this plane here, this line, everything inside of that open for when we do our Super Duper World amusement park. Remember, we're going to do that. Hang on, it's a quick sip of tea here, or lemonade in this case. Ah, that tastes so good. All right. So that's a pretty hefty place, right? Look at that. Yeah, that's a pretty large place. But I think it will look cool too, having it here. We're going to go out to about this area. And I think that's going to look pretty cool, because you're driving down the highway, right? You're cruising down the highway and you look over, and that's what you see over there, disaster response unit. That's really cool looking. Look at this building. It's pretty sharp. Oh my Lord Almighty. What in the hell happened there? We did not want that to happen. Oh, wow. No, 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 no. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to move this out a little bit more. So we will go back into our roads and, yeah, we're just going to have to take this up. What, 15 or so units? Yeah, whatever. We'll bring it across. We don't even need to go that far. And we'll take our water supply here and kind of follow the road for right now just to get them water so they don't need this. And they don't need this. Pause it real quick. We're going to delete that. We're going to select this building. Move them on out here. Come on out here. We'll put them right on the corner. How's that? No, well, actually, I'm going to leave a little space there. So dig into the hill just a hair there. I don't mind that nearly as much. Because I can landscape this down and just kind of blend this in a little bit. But that was ridiculous before. But that even gets it closer to the highway. I think that's even better. People driving by and seeing that. And it'll allow trucks to come in and out and do their thing for what they're doing. So that would be cool. I'm going to put this on slow mode for right now just to make sure that we can build everything else out here that we want. Okay, so let's go back into our disaster areas here. And you see how the icons have changed? This is what I'm talking about. All the icons are bigger and overlap now. I'm having a trouble with that mod here. But so we have small emergency shelters. A small shelter allows your citizens to be safe from disasters. A shelter has limited amount of space for citizens, but you can choose which areas to use which shelter by planning escape routes. After a disaster, citizens who have lost their homes can live in the shelter until they find new housing in the city. Shelters are almost indestructible. So a small shelter will hold 1,000 people, but we also have these large ones, much more costly to build, much more money to upkeep, but they house 10,000 people. So that is, yeah. I think that's the way we want to go. I think that's a lot easier. You just got to design the escape routes for them to get to these shelters. But the question is, will a large one fit? Because we've ran into this with crop fields and stuff like that, certain ones fit, certain ones don't. Let's take a look at the small one. Oh yeah, these can be dotted around anywhere, right? Holy smokes. Cooper Fields has reached level 5. Look at that. That is something else. A food factory, eh? Ooh, that might be pretty cool. Large crop fields, fruit fields, and animal pastures. That's great. I was not expecting to see that this route. Let's get back to our disasters, and then we'll maybe pop over there and see what's going on with Cooper Fields. So obviously these can go anywhere and pop in anywhere we need. Only houses room for about 1,000 people. So we got to do a ton. An absolute ton of these things. Okay, so I believe, I'm going up here because I haven't ran into disasters where I've had people to tell people to evacuate. I believe I can go up here and single button click this button and it will make people run to any kind of nearby shelter. So it's quite possible to plant these around, but if you think about it, Stewtopia is due to have, at some point, 40,000 people is what I'm planning to have here. Which means in order to cover that kind of crowd, we have to have 40 of these small shelters. 40. I'm going to say that again, 40. Is that not crazy? However, if we go with these large emergency shelters, that's 10,000. I only need 4 of them. But they need to be kind of strategically placed around the city so that people can get to them as quickly as possible before a disaster hits, if it's going to hit the city. Here's what I'm thinking. Turn off F1. Yeah, unfortunately, I was really hoping that they would fit along there. They fit on the ends, but they don't fit along the sides. Damn! Because I really wanted to put it right here next to this inner road, and that would have worked out absolutely awesome. On the contrary, we have got to maybe... No, I don't want to interrupt my high density residential, but... And we are doing this every other section, right? But this first section we filled with a park and that, so we can't use that section. Humph. And the other ones we were thinking about putting in like parks and every other one of these just to promote happiness in the area, right? So what if we go to this section? It still gets us close. Oh, you know what? Actually, these make the most sense. It's on the outskirts of the city, but it kind of makes the most sense to put them in a spot like this one. So if I put it along this outer edge here, that really does look like crap. And it looks like traffic's backing up again. 82%. No, it's all right. Okay, it's not too bad. So if I put it out here, say there, that really does look horky there, doesn't it? But I wonder if I can move it with the Move It mod. Let's try that with the Move It mod. Let's go in here and grab that, and we use Control Click to shift it. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 5 looks like it's kind of straight on. Yeah, that's pretty cool, because that allows it to go around the different... Yeah, I like that. And that blends in with the area. I like that. I like that. I'm going to go around and put those in each one of these sections, I do believe. And sweet, those are set. So if we look at this, it tells you the same things. And then citizen shelter, 0 of 10,000. Evacuation bus count. So buses will fire out of here during an evacuation and go and pick up people. And then you have food, water, and power, or water, food, and power. So somewhere trucks are being delivered, or trucks are delivering material. Yep, there we go right there. So they're all coming to this location to fill this one up, which will cover the entire city, or all of them that are being filled. That's cool. Evacuation, man, that's done. Okay, moving on to the next disaster thing. Short radio mast. A short radio mast allows emergency broadcasts to reach your citizens. The better radio coverage the city has, the more likely citizens are to come to shelters when called. Terrain can hinder radio signals. Okay, so it's important to get good radio signal coverage. How much does this cover? I'd probably have to do a few of these. I probably could do about, does that cover almost a third? Not quite a third. That's really only covering a quarter of the city. If I look at the overall, it's going to overlap. Yes, have some Venn diagrams here, but it would be 4 of those. But I have a tall radio mast. Okay, so that does the holy coverage. Holy criminy, look at that thing. That is spectacular. Oh, and I can't put that in Central Park, can I? That'd be kind of a thing to have in Central Park, but whatever. Oh, you don't want to attach it to a road anyway. It has to be out here in the wilderness. So if I spun it around like this, can I fit it over here? Yeah. And I think putting it right about there is going to give us coverage all the way up to our Chippendales and over. Well, actually, we move it up some. We probably can cover almost all, if not all, of Positiveville. And can I fit it in there? I certainly can. Yeah, fits in that area nicely. Yeah, we're going to put it there. Look at that coverage. So that's going to cover everything even out to here, I think. That's really good. Look at the wave hit. because we don't care about this right now, right? I mean, if something happens down here, so be it. This is the important area to cover. Sweet. Next item. We're moving along here. Earthquake sensor. So it sensors on the ground to get warning of seismic activity. The sensors detect not only earthquakes, but also if a sinkhole is forming. Sensors show you the approximate location of the disaster well before it's happening. Well, yeah, we want that. What kind of coverage do we have there? So that's enough. One for the whole city. Does that have to be placed roadside? Actually, no, it cannot be placed roadside. Okay. So if we put it here in Stewtopia Central Park, does that cover everything here? And Chippendales? We'd have to put it out here to cover Chippendales. Okay, so let's get a spot right here. We'll stick it like right next to this thing. Yeah, that'll work. Kind of like right there. Because nothing else is going out there, right? And that just kind of sits there. And it does its thing. Can I select that and see the coverage? No, it's not going to show me the coverage there, is it? I got to go back in to see, where was it? Fire department, yeah. So with it sitting right there, yep, that's perfect. Covers right out to the water. Chippendales is covered, and then we can stick another one on this side for Positiveville and those guys. Oh, that's awesome. I like this stuff. Okay, next up, tsunami warning buoy. All right. All right, so it monitors water levels and sends out a warning if there are changes so the city can prepare if a tsunami is heading their way. All right, what's the coverage of this? I don't see coverage. It has to be in the water. So you just have to put it like in one waterway? So I'll probably have to put one down here. I can't do it because it's outside of our city limits. So I guess we'll put one in the water, say over here. Yeah, put one out there towards the edge. That'll be out of the way. We'll have ships coming in like this. So that's out of the way, the ships and everything. Excellent, okay. Weather radar. The weather radar keeps watch on weather patterns. It predicts strong thunderstorms and tornadoes, and can even notify you where the storm or tornado will hit, making it easier to prepare for the disaster, or a disaster. The building covers the whole city. Okay, that's cool. So I just need to put one down. All right, this does need to go roadside. And what better place than right here next to the disaster headquarters, right? I don't see why not. If it has to go roadside, stick it over here. Yeah. If it covers the whole city, I don't see any. That's perfect. That way they can get out there and repair it if something, you know, is bad or whatever. Deep space radar. Well, here's our meteor strike thing. Worried about meteors striking the city? Get a deep space radar. I should say that radio announcer voice. Worried about meteors striking the city? Get a deep space radar. The radar scans the heavens and any asteroids prone to hitting the city area. If you act right now, if a meteor strike is coming, the radar will calculate the approximate area and impact and size of the meteor that's coming right for us. The building covers the whole city. Call today. Get your 2-for-1 offer. I like the radio thing. Okay, so this, I'm thinking in the same area. What? Right? Yeah, that's good. I'm going to leave a little spot between these guys. Maybe put up a little walk path around here or something. Look at the size of that thing. Holy shnikes. That is a big satellite dish. And that covers the whole city as well. Awesome. So that's it for that. How's our traffic doing now that it has had time to adjust with coming in and going out? Perfect. We're sitting right at 80%. I can't ask for anything more than that. That's spectacular. They're using both of these. Are we having the issue here that I was afraid of now? Kind of. Kinda. I'm going to do it for right now. Just to do it for right now. So I'm going to take a single lane slip here, and we're going to turn on anarchy, and we're going to come on over here. We're just going to put in a little slip lane just like that. And then I'm going to take 2-lane road and upgrade this entrance. That's going to offer dedicated turn lane, and everybody that's going to the city is now going to start diving off here. Freeing up everybody that's coming around here to be able to come in, and freeing up anybody who wants to go up here that's going south to come up there and go south. And instantaneously, just like that, the traffic's cleared up. So that's a wise move, apparently. I don't like this thing, but whatever. We're going to leave that in place for right now. Oh yeah, we were talking about Cooper Fields. I'm going to take a quick look at Cooper Fields. Excuse me, a little autosave, sip of lemonade. This is not part of the plan, but what I wanted to do here is I kind of wanted to have Stewtopia Central Park reach level 3. That's exactly what I was going to say. Oh, that's awesome. So what do we got? Oh, we got the swinging boat. That's the pirate ship. Oh, I love that ride. That is awesome. A House of Horrors. Okay. I don't think that fits with our happy-go-lucky Central Park area. I'm probably not going to do that one here. And bumper cars. Oh, yes. Both of these are perfect for the area. Oh, that's I'm going to do that. Well, I'll come back to that. I got to go check this out. Okay. Oh, that's so cool that reached level 3. Two unexpected advances in our city here. That's spectacular. Look at all these people, man. They are just loving this little Central Park area. All right, so where do we want to put... Let's see what size these are first. Let's go into our entertainment and our amusement park area. Cruise on down here towards the end. Here's our bumper cars. I'm going to turn off F1. That's decent size. That's not huge, but it's decent size. That could go up there. Okay. And rotating teacups. We already did that one. That's our barf wheels. And here's our swinging boat. Ooh, that's pretty small. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the bumper cars up here. Because this kind of needs something up here, right? And Piggy Train is there. And games are there. We'll just split the difference. We'll put it here. Sweet. So you got bumper cars there. Who else has a good amount of space next to it? We could either move the bathroom down on that side or the bathroom down on this side and make room. Let's do that. Where's the other bathroom? There. So we're going to bump this over this way, I think. Giving us a decent gap here. Oh, look at the people that were in the bathroom. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I lifted it up. Peekaboo. And we'll put the swing over here. Or the pirates. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. That's crazy. It is like the exact same design as every one that I've always seen, like a dragon head ship. And this is what we used to do when we were at Cedar Point, is in Sandusky, Ohio, just not that far from us, and they have one of these. And as it went up, we'd say, "Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great, less filling." We were little punk kids drinking beer, whatever. What is that, for Bud Light or Miller Lite? I don't know which one. One of them had that saying, had that slogan back in the late 80s. And what else do we have? Bumper cars. Astro bumpers. Let me get a good shot. They're just slamming into each other. That's awesome. He's gonna get you. Look out! Look out! He's gonna get you. Oh, he missed you. He's just ramming into the side. Oh my god! Look at this girl. Oh, this is great. Who didn't do that in a bumper car? Seriously. You like turn your body and you turn the thing and you just spin. And she even tilts her head. That is spectacular. Oh, she just got hit too because she wasn't paying attention. Oh, such fun. That is an awesome, awesome park. I love it. I love it to death. So, all right. So that's it for this episode. We're going to start off in our sewage farm here and go over and check out the disaster response unit. And then we'll take a little bit of a fly around the city to take a look at everything else that we've built up. Thank you very much for watching. I do truly appreciate if you stop by and check this out. And hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. It's going to get more exciting. We've spent a lot of time here in Stewtopia, but we're going to be branching out and moving into the new city sections here pretty soon. Come up here and get a nice little shot of that ship ride. I love that ride. If you like the video, if you like what we're doing here, please leave me a like and send me a comment. Let me know what you're liking about what you're seeing. If you don't like what you're seeing, feel free to give me a dislike and let me know. Give me some constructive criticism and feedback. As always, if you wish, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're updated when we put out our next video. And aside from that, thank you again for watching. That's all I can do is just keep thanking you. This is Mike of Dragon Rider Gaming. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, look out for each other, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.